empowered businesses, and a country, a continent, and planet that is protected. This is what we are. This is what we at EcoBank mean when we say a better way, a better future. I extend our sincere appreciation to the Ministry of Finance, GCF's National Designated Authority, the Energy Commission, and all our partners for your unwavering support. To the Green Climate Fund, thank you so much for your trust and partnership with EcoBank. We are truly grateful. And to our clients, especially individuals and sole proprietors, women entrepreneurs, and I must mention our Elevate program, our SMEs, our food and agribusinesses in particular. You are the heartbeat of this program. Your resilience inspires us, and we are here to support your transition to clean, reliable, and affordable energy. So as we unveil ASAP today, let it not just mark the launch of a program, but the first step of an aspiration, one that aims to accelerate solar adoption, build resilient businesses and communities, and serve as a catalyst to power Ghana's green transition. Thank you all once again for being here. And as my colleague Regina said at the beginning, it's a sunny day, thankfully. I don't see it raining. And I wish all of us a very successful launch and look forward to us partnering going forward. Thank you, and God bless you.
We can do it better for Abna. Really leading the way. EcoBank is indeed green. So I had a lot of colleagues in the media sending me WhatsApp when I put EcoBank is green and saying, oh, are you guys changing your color? Oh, so our DNA is blue, but today we are green because we are proud. We are proud to be the partners for GCF and ensuring that Ghana goes green and you go solar, and you can only do it with EcoBank. Like I said, the sun is free. It's just the panels that are not free. So we are here to support that direction so that the panels will be affordable for you and I and all homes in Ghana. Because we have sunlight in abundance, I think it's just right that we harness the sunlight. And we could, can we import sunlight? Is it possible? Maybe to the scientists in the room, let's think about it. Maybe Ghana have to now begin to look at how we capture the sunlight and take it out there. But it's a sunny day, so thank you so much, Abna, for your welcome address. I'd not like to invite the government. So we have a remarks from the government of Ghana, the Ministry of Energy. So the rep of the minister to kindly give us their remarks. Thank you so much, sir.
I wish to stand on the existing protocols and say good morning. So I bring you greetings from the Honorable Minister for Energy, Honorable John Jinapor, who would have wished to be here himself. In fact, he wanted to be here in person. So I represent him to deliver his speech. So it's with a great honor that I stand here today to be part of this launch by EcoBank Ghana PLC. I extend my warmest greetings to the distinguished guest experts, colleagues here, government officials, and participants who have joined us today and online. Ghana is blessed with abundant natural resources, from our vast mineral wealth to our renewable energy potentials. Yet we all know that these resources have not been fully leveraged on to uplift the lives of our people. So today we face the twin challenge of energy poverty and the urgent need for industrial growth. This launch offers us the platform not to only examine Ghana's energy needs, but also to explore the range of resources and technologies that can sustainably reduce energy poverty and drive economic development. We must therefore begin with addressing critical issues of climate finance. The transition to low-carbon economy requires significant investment, and we must ensure that financial resources are mobilized effectively to support sustainable energy projects. This including attracting both public and private sector investment to build the infrastructure necessary for energy generation, distribution, and storage across the country. We must also prioritize the development of resilient energy systems that can withstand the impact of climate change while delivering reliable and affordable energy for the citizenry. As we pursue energy transition in Ghana, it is imperative that we do so in a manner that is equitable and just. The benefits of our resource world must be shared broadly, ensuring that no one is left behind. This means creating opportunities for all segments of our society, including the youth, women, and persons with disability. An equitable transition is not a moral imperative. It is essential for the long-term stability and prosperity of our nation. Innovations will be driving the force behind our sustainable or our success of the energy sector. We must invest in research and development to create homegrown solutions that are tailored to our unique energy challenges. By fostering a culture of innovation, we can develop technologies that not only meet our current needs, but also position Ghana as a leader in our region. A key composition of our energy strategy must be the development of a net zero workforce. The youth of Ghana are our greatest assets, and we must empower them with the necessary skills and opportunity to lead the new energy economy. Similarly, we must ensure that women and persons with disability are fully integrated in the energy sector, not only as beneficiaries, but as active contributors to the energy future. We must look beyond our borders and work towards building an integrated regional value chain for energy transition technologies. Ghana's minerals world can be a foundation for the new industrial revolution, one that is based on clean energy technologies. By collaborating across the borders, we can create a value chain that supports the development, production, and deployment of these technologies, ensuring that Ghana reaps the full benefits of its natural resources. Ladies and gentlemen, as we deliberate on the theme of this launch, let us remember that the energy decision we make today shapes the future of our continent. We have a unique opportunity to position Ghana as a leader in the African energy landscape, as a hub of innovation and sustainable development. It is our collective responsibility that the energy transition not only green, but also just, inclusive, and equitable. I would like to thank EcoBank Ghana PLC for bringing us together through the ASAP. Let us make the most of these opportunities to collaborate to increase solar energy penetration in Ghana as we strive to increase solar energy and modern renewable by 10% by 2030. I thank you all.
Thank you to the representation of the minister. Thank you so much for your speech. Last year, I think somewhere a year and a half ago or something, EcoBank, we had a program on sustainability. And we had said during that time that at EcoBank, sustainability is not just something that we say. It's something we do, we practice, we live what we say. And then I remember there was a quote that said, the earth is not our dustbin. So we cannot be throwing waste. So whether it's physical waste, liquid waste, and today, whether it's mineral waste, so carbon footprints, everything. Today, we are here to say that we are reducing that by ensuring that you and I have solar in our homes. At this point, I'd like to invite the key from the Ministry of Finance to deliver their keynote address. They are the national designated authority for GCF. So they are the accredited authority. Do we have the rep from the Ministry of Finance here, please? Thank you, Madam.
Honorable Minister of Energy, I know he's not here, but I'm still address his rep as the Honorable Minister, Managing Director of EcoBank, distinguished representatives of GCF, colleagues from government ministries, representatives of private sector and civil society, representatives of NDA Technical Advisory Committee, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's an honor to join you this morning at the official launch of the ESAP, which is a groundbreaking initiative that signals a bold step in Ghana's transition towards a clean, resilient, and sustainable energy future. On behalf of the Honorable Minister for Finance and the Director of the Rail Sector Division, who supervises the GCF Secretariat, I extend my warmest congratulations to EcoBank Ghana and the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition for this important milestone. Over the years, the government, through the Ministry of Finance and other relevant MDAs, has been engaging in climate finance actions to support transition towards a low-carbon economy and to ensure environmental sustainability and social well-being. And so Ghana's response to the threat posed by climate change is contained in the updated nationally determined contributions document, with its targets including some of the following. We want to mobilize between 9.3 billion and 15.5 billion over the next 10 years, over the 10 years period from both domestic and international public and private sources, including the carbon market, to implement these NDCs. We also want to reduce greenhouse gas emission to a business as usual scenario of 64 million tons CO2 equivalent by 2030, and avoid at least 2,900 premature deaths per year from improved air quality to create over 1 million decent and green jobs, among many others. The sources of funding for this amount includes the national budget, multilateral institutions like World Bank, IMF, etc., then bilateral government support, private sectors such as EcoBank, and also dedicated fund, with the largest coming from the Green Climate Fund. What then is a Green Climate Fund? The Green Climate Fund is a fund for climate finance that was established within the framework of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Considered as the world's largest fund of its kind, GCF's objective is to assist developing countries and with climate adaptation and mitigation activities. The GCF actively encourages private sector participation in climate action through its private sector facility. It aims to mobilize private sector actors, including investors, project sponsors, and financial institutions to contribute to climate change mitigation and adaptation in developing countries. And it provides financial instruments such as loans, equity investment, and risk mitigation tools to incentivize private sector involvement. And so, in each country, they have an institution that serves as the interface between the country and the fund. In Ghana, the national designated authority is the Ministry of Finance. And we provide broad strategic oversight of the GCF activities in the country and communicate the country's priorities for the financing low emission,
Pleased to welcome you
climate resilient development. Mobilizing more public funds to support climate action and, importantly, to leverage and de-risk private capital remains critical. Private financing presents a significant opportunity to decrease the funding gap and unlock additional resources for countries to implement their NDCs. The private sector is crucial for developing and implementing climate solutions and offering both financial investment and innovative strategies. By investing in climate-resilient goods and services, financing climate action, and providing technical expertise. That is why we are very proud today that EcoBank, as a private sector, is taking the lead in climate financing. The EcoBank is Ghana's only and accredited direct access entity, and its leadership in this program reflect a broader shift in our national climate strategy, one that brings private sector innovation and financing to the forefront in delivering transformational climate action. To be accredited to GCF is not an easy task at all. I believe that when they come here to talk about how they become accredited, you understand. But the team, when they started, led by Uncle Solo, let's put our hands for Uncle Solo. Uncle Solomon. Yes. The team was very dedicated and very committed. They will go, GCF will bring them back, bring this, add that. In fact, they started with another institution that in the long run, they couldn't continue. But the team from the EcoBank were very steadfast. And because, now they have become pacesetters. And because of them, other financial institutions are coming, following us. They also want to be accredited. And because of you, Ghana also has an accredited direct access entity. Thank you. So this launch is not only the introduction of a new project, it represents the realization of a shared national vision to harness sustainable finance, empower our local institutions, and bring climate solutions closer to our people. And so, ASAP, I think, was one of the first projects that we took to the GCF. Others came and bypassed it, but they never gave up. Ashley, thank you. They never gave up. Other projects will come, it will go, they will have approval. ASAP was still there. At a point in time, we discussed removing ASAP from GCF. But the team was also dedicated. They pushed, they pressed, and this is what we are seeing today. Thank you. So we have had a lot of support from the GCF. We have submitted over 30 proposals, and over 11 readiness, and we have received approvals. And so if you are here and you are not part of EcoBank, but you have been invited, whether private sector or a bank, we are there to support. And so feel free, follow what EcoBank has done. And all of us together, we shall see through Ghana's priority of Ghana's climate priority. So part of the support that we had from the GCF was used in supporting EcoBank Ghana to become an accredited entity. And all these accomplishments have laid a strong foundation upon which ASAP is built. ASAP represents a strategic blend of public and private capital, leveraging concessional GCF resources alongside domestic co-financing to expand access to affordable solar energy for underserved communities and small and medium-sized enterprises. It is a strong vote of confidence in Ghana's national systems and private sector capacity to drive climate action. This program aligns closely with Ghana's climate goals, which emphasize renewable energy access, green job creation, and inclusive economic growth. The launch of ASAP today demonstrates that our readiness efforts are bearing fruits, moving Ghana decisively from planning to implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one message I wish to leave with you today, it is this: the climate crisis cannot be tackled by government alone. It requires strong partnership, innovative approaches, and bold investment across all sectors. EcoBank leadership on the GCF-funded initiative set a powerful example. It shows what is possible when the private sector steps up, and not only as financiers, but as solution providers, technical implementers, and climate champions. Let us take inspiration from ASAP, because accelerating solar action is about much more than installing panels or reducing emissions. It is about powering schools, health centers, empowering small businesses to grow, enhancing energy security, promoting social equity, and driving economic transformation. As we celebrate this launch, let me assure you that the Ministry of Finance and the NDA will continue to work closely with EcoBank, the GCF, and all relevant stakeholders to scale up initiatives like this one across sectors and regions. Once again, I want to commend EcoBank for its pioneering leadership and reaffirm our shared commitment to building a climate-resilient and low-carbon Ghana. Thank you.
The inspiring speech we heard does not deserve this clap. A better one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam. We appreciate your time and taking your time to walk us through what the ministry is thinking and how far we've come. So yes, EcoBank is green because we are Green Climate Fund accredited. We are the only bank in Ghana, and indeed in Sub-Saharan Africa, to have this accreditation. Please, what do you do? This is when we just brush off our shoulders, you know? We are moving on. The rest will follow. We move on to the next. So thank you so much for doing this. Madam mentioned Uncle Solo, and I'd like to take the opportunity to say all the GCF DEX team present and Uncle Solo, please be on your feet. Let's just clap for them. They are the people that made this happen. They're back and forth. Uncle Solo, thumbs up, big ups, thanks up. So they go, they come back. Thank you so much. You may please take your seat. Thank you. So if you are able to have solar in your home after this lunch, if you're able to have it in your business, it's these men and women who led that. Thank you for doing this for us. You know, when we were young in school, whenever the sun is so bright, you hear ourselves discussing which disciple is on duty. Who do you think we say is on duty all the time? Judas. Oh, Judas is always on duty when the sun is scorching. Today, Judas is even free because we need a scan to score so that we can actually harness the power from the sun. Thank you so much. So we now want to listen to the ASAP program manager. Give us an overview of ASAP. You've heard all about ASAP. What is it about? The benefits, everything about ASAP. And it's a video. So technical team, if you are ready, let's listen to the program manager. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to welcome you once again to the kickoff meeting of the Accelerated Solar Action Program implemented by EcoBank Ghana with funding from the Green Climate Fund. My name is Pierre Teleb and I am ASAP Program Manager. Let me start by saying a few words on the context of this very important program for Ghana. As you know, the energy mix in Ghana is very dominated by thermal generation. Fossil fuel-based generation accounts for over 60% of the energy mix of the country. Hydro generation accounts for about 38%, and solar energy or renewable energy accounts for less than 1% of total energy generated in Ghana. Yet, climate change in the recent years has been affecting negatively hydro generation. This is due to erratic rainfall patterns. This is due to dry seasons that are becoming lengthier every year. And this is affecting negatively the hydrology of streams, and therefore this is being felt on the energy generation output. Yet the country has to meet increasing energy demands, and the country on the other hand has climate targets in terms of reducing its own emissions. Now, supplying demand by increasing thermal generation is not the best option because this results in increased greenhouse gas emissions. That's the whole background. Now, once we've set this picture, I want to say what is exactly ASAP. ASAP is a concessional finance facility which aims at enabling access to solar equipment for households, but also for micro, small, and medium enterprises in the country. This concessional finance facility has been capitalized by the Green Climate Fund and EcoBank all together in the tune of $31 million. About $16 million of this money is coming from the Green Climate Fund, and EcoBank Ghana is putting its own resources in the tune of $15 million to achieve the targets of this program. One of the key targets is reducing emissions, and the program aims to achieve emissions reduction at least 500,000 tons of CO2 equivalent over the lifetime of all the installed capacity. The program will also aim to reach out to more than 760 enterprises, and more than 1,600 households will receive solar equipment or loans. It's going to be implemented over a period of 14 years in total. So how will all of this happen? The program has three main components. One component is about providing these loans. It's the simple provision of loans at very concessional rates, low interest rates, lower than the market rates. The second component is about developing institutional capacity in Ghana. For instance, the Energy Commission in Ghana is a key partner to this project, but also Ministry of Finance, which is the NDA, the National Designated Authority of Ghana at the Green Climate Fund. The program, the third component is about advocacy and the dissemination of outputs. It means that lessons learned are going to be generated, knowledge knowledge is going to be generated, and all this knowledge is going to be disseminated in such a way that the market can replicate these programs and enable access to more solar to more Ghanaians. The program has a steering committee also implemented within all the best practices. Within this steering committee, civil society organizations are going to be represented, Ministry of Finance will be represented, the Energy Commission will be represented, but also the management of EcoBank Ghana will be represented. The steering committee will be approving annual work plans. Now let me finish by telling you about the key processes of ASAP. We've tried as much as possible to simplify access to these loans to make it as less bureaucratic as possible. It's only going to be 3 steps. In fact, one step is about applying, the other step is about approving the loan, and the final step is about installation. As simple as that. First step, an owner or future owner of a solar system is going to request a loan at EcoBank Ghana, and this does not have to be only an existing customer of EcoBank. It can be anyone in the market who satisfies the eligibility criteria of ASAP. So once this request has been sent, a vendor is going to be identified, maybe who is closer to the future owner geographically, or who just has the willingness to install such a system. The vendor will do an initial assessment, and if they agree between the vendor and the future owner on the price of the equipment, the owner will send an application to EcoBank for a loan. Then the next step is just the review of this loan application by EcoBank. EcoBank will be using its internal systems, but also the program management unit will review adherence with the eligibility criteria of ASAP. Once the loan is approved, it goes very simply to the installation. The vendor will install the system, and the future owner will start repaying their loan, and that is it. Very simple. So this is a very important program for Ghana in terms of energy security, in terms of the country meeting its international climate commitments. And we are very happy that you are here. Today marks a very important milestone for Ghana. As you know, EcoBank Ghana is a direct access entity. So the bank mobilizes climate finance internationally for the sake of the country. So we hope that this kickoff today is successful, and very soon EcoBank will start disbursing the loans. Welcome again to this event. Thank you.
Thank you to Pierre, who is online and joined the live streaming. So hello, Pierre, we see you, we heard you. Thank you for telling us what ASAP is all about, why the program, the benefits, and who qualifies. And that is the part that delights me. He said you don't even have to be an EcoBank customer to qualify. It's open to all. So EcoBank customers, yes, and if you are not part of this family, but why wait to join the rest when we are always the first? Come home and let's do this together. Thank you, Pierre. There's another video we are going to listen to from the GCF. So we have a rep, another video, if the technical team can please play that. From then, we'll go into a few remarks, short remarks from all the key stakeholders that we have here. Maximum 5 minutes each. Like I said, we'll sustain the time, very sustainable. Then we'll go into the lunch, then we are out of here. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, partners, colleagues, and friends, greetings from South Korea. We're extremely proud of our valued partnership with EcoBank Ghana. It's a privilege to join you for the launch of the Accelerating Solar Action Program, or ASAP, in Ghana. It couldn't have been a day sooner. This bold, timely initiative reflects our shared commitment to climate action and sustainable development. At the Green Climate Fund, we see clean energy as a development opportunity. Solar power can transform lives, create jobs and stability, grow businesses, and strengthen climate resilience across Africa. ASAP is designed to accelerate solar deployment for households and small businesses. Today's launch puts that goal into action. ASAP aims to first expand access to affordable, reliable, and clean energy. Second, support local solar enterprises and innovators. And finally, mobilize private sector investments to scale impact and sustainability. Ghana has shown strong commitment to climate action. ASAP builds on this wonderful foundation. Our partnership showcases how blended finance can unlock local capital and entrepreneurship. It sets a model for transformative climate action across the entire continent. Let's seize this moment to accelerate solar action, not just as a response to climate change, but as a pathway to opportunity, equity, and resilience for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm just speaking to some of the questions that are coming through. Affordable loans, what does that mean? It means that for all of you coming to us, you actually are going to have the panels on your roofs. And maybe finally, our roofs get to whatever, keep their keep, right? So we always have the roofs, but what do? So we are putting something there, so they are earning their keep. So the loans, you have 15% for everybody. Let your roof earn its keep. Put something there. Let it be useful. And then to our Elevate customers, Elevate by EcoBank, you get 14%. So for you, it's even further reduced. So if you are here and you haven't joined Elevate, this is your cue to quickly join and then get the ASAP loan for 14%. And as you're coming through, you saw some of our exhibitors there, and Pierre talked about it. So we actually will have vendors if you apply, and then we'll do the review and the approval. We'll look at who is the next vendor that can help you, closer to you. And some of the vendors are here displaying what they have for you. So when we are done, please don't be in a hurry to leave. Just pass through quickly a few vendors to see what's available for you. And for our audience online, we'll show you a live feed from the exhibition as well, so you will not miss anything at all. Thank you so much. At this point, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Mark Kwafu Ofori. He was the first manager of ASAP. Yes, sir, thank you so much. He was the first manager of ASAP, and you had the representation from the Ministry of Finance say that there was a lot of back and forth. They bring it, they say, take it back. They nearly gave up. Others gave up. But the resilient EcoBank said, no, we will get it done. And today we are at the end. Please, let's clap for these men and women who did it again. I think they deserve all the applause. Okay, so now we are going to go into the remarks. I'll just go through a quick order, the first three. So I won't come back here. So when we are done, I'll come up after the... So the first one is remarks from the Energy Commission. After that, we have remarks from the Ghana Association of Industries, AGI, and then we have from Ghana Association of Banks, GAB. So the first, we have from Energy Commission, AGI, then GAB. If you can have that in that order, please. Thank you.
The Managing Director of EcoBank Ghana Limited, the President of the Association of Ghana Industries, the representative of the Honorable Minister of Energy and Green Transition, distinguished participants, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to thank EcoBank Ghana Limited for the kind invitation to the Energy Commission to share our remarks at the launch of the Accelerating Solar Action Program, or ASAP, for Ghana. The Energy Commission is a technical regulatory body responsible for managing the development and utilization of the country's energy resources, including renewable energy. And just for the record, I'd like to mention that Ghana's target of installing 10% of renewable energy by 2030 currently stands at 4.8% of installed capacity, which is predominantly solar. In 2016, thank you. In 2016, the Energy Commission implemented the National Rooftop Solar Program, or NRSP, under a subsidy scheme to provide up to 500 megawatts peak of solar PV panels for free. The NRSP was very successful. However, a major challenge that we faced was the inability of some potential beneficiaries to raise funds to procure the balance of systems, which included inverters, batteries, and charge regulators. Consequently, the Energy Commission began exploring potential funding options to upscale the NRSP and address the financing issues that were related to the balance of systems. This is when our engagement with the Ministry of Finance, who are the national designated authority for the Green Climate Fund, with support from the UNDP, began involving EcoBank Ghana Limited, who was an accredited entity to the Green Climate Fund in Ghana. Subsequently, a dedicated team of experts from the Commission has worked with EcoBank, supported by both local and foreign consultants, to help draft the ASAP program documents. And so it was with great joy that the Commission received the news of the GCF approval for the ASAP program in March of 2024. Congratulations to the team who played a key role in working hard to respond to the numerous comments associated with documents submitted to the GCF. I say kudos to you all. The Energy Commission recognizes the vital role it is expected to play in implementing the ASAP program in Ghana. The Commission has a proven track record in project management, which EcoBank can confirm through the Refrigerator Rebate and Exchange Scheme in Ghana, which was funded by the UNDP. A similar initiative was carried out with EcoBank under the EcoFridges Green on Wage financial mechanism, which was designed to promote energy efficiency and lower greenhouse gas emissions by providing a credit facility to help customers finance the high costs of new refrigeration units. The Commission core team is ready to collaborate with EcoBank to facilitate the smooth implementation of the ASAP program in Ghana. At the Commission, we operate an open door policy, and the management of EcoBank should not hesitate to contact me or a member of my management team in case of any issue that requires our attention. It is expected that the successful outcome of the ASAP program in Ghana will increase the share of renewable energy contributions in the energy mix, as well as support Ghana's renewable energy transition agenda and the renewable energy actions under the nationally determined contributions for Ghana, which have been signed under the Paris Agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, let us together accelerate this momentum after the launch to ensure the smooth implementation of ASAP in Ghana. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kofi Enimayako. I'm representing the Association of Ghana Industries today. On behalf of our president and our CEO, I'd like to congratulate the EcoBank team on this good feat. Since we are representing industry, I'd like to speak specifically on how this impacts industry and what we think about it. First of all, for industry, energy is the most important thing for us. It always has and always been, and it probably always will be, because without energy, we can't do anything. And one of the main problems we've been having with energy is probably accessibility, security, and then the cost, right? With industry, they are interested in moving into renewable energy. A lot of the companies around have been to industry, they've been to us, we've been speaking about it. But then the most difficult thing is financing such projects. They are large-scale projects, and the amount of money involved are extremely high. Now, with these kind of financial mechanisms coming up, we can always go to our industry, we can talk to them, and we are open to EcoBank coming to have a meeting with us. We'll give you a platform to speak to them and educate them about it, because I think 15% interest rate is actually great. Yes. So again, I'd like to congratulate the team on this, and my brief remark is over. Thank you.
Rep from GAB, please. Okay, then we'll move on to the other remarks, two other remarks. So we have a remark from Hatov Foundation, which is the CSO. Is Hatov Foundation here? Yes, please. And then after Hatov Foundation, we have Giselle. So please, let's give it up for the gentleman. After Hatov Foundation, Giselle will give us their remarks as well. Thank you.
Good morning. Honorable Minister Representative, the MD of EcoBank, and other invited guests. Distinguished partners and ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a profound responsibility to speak today on behalf of the civil society organizations as we mark the launch of the ASAP program, a milestone not only for EcoBank alone, but for Ghana's sustainable development agenda. ASAP is not a mere another development intervention. It represents a bold strategic step forward in Ghana's climate and energy transition journey, signaling Ghana's readiness to align policy, finance, and implementation to expand access to clean, affordable energy, especially for underserved households, MSMEs, and productive sectors of the Ghanaian economy. Like many other developing economies, Ghana faces a dual challenge, that is to reduce the growing impact of climate change while ensuring that all citizens enjoy equitable access to reliable energy. Our reliance on fossil fuel-based thermal generation continue to expose us to GHG emissions and economic volatility. Renewable energy, though rich in potential, still lacks in mainstream deployment. ASAP marks a turning point, seeking to scale distribution solar power solutions, enable productivity, energy use, and unlocking new opportunities for growth, resilience, and low carbon development. But ladies and gentlemen, beyond policy and infrastructure, people remain at the heart of this mission. For the micro entrepreneur facing high energy costs, as alluded to the fact by the AGI person, for the irrigation cooperative dealing with power reliability issues, and for the youth pursuing green job opportunities, ASAP provides a potential solution and opportunities. And it is here that civil society role becomes very critical. I mean, if you listen to the program manager, I think that one component that he did mention that, which is awareness raising and the knowledge management, which is a key component of the ASAP program. As civil society organizations, we are the bridge between planning and participation, between financing and lived experience. We play a very vital role in ensuring that awareness creation, capacity building, and local engagement are inclusive and effective. We must also champion transparency, ensuring that the program is implemented with strong environmental and social safeguards, and that vulnerable groups, particularly women and off-grid communities, are not left behind. Let me also congratulate my brother Mark Kinsley and the entire EcoBank team. When EcoBank presented their documentation for evaluation to the Green Climate Fund, it has never been a smooth journey for them, but today, here we are. Let's give them applause. I say that because I was part of the technical review team of the NDA that actually put EcoBank on their toes. There were about 20 people, but at the end of the day, only 2 of them emerged as qualified candidates for Ghana. I am particularly proud to reflect on the long-standing collaboration between EcoBank and Hatov Foundation, which I had. I had the opportunity to support the development of the EcoBank's GCF accredited entity work program. That's one of the key requirements of the GCF in order for you to be finally accredited. I have the privilege of doing that for EcoBank, a pivotal instrument that has helped shape its climate finance direction and align with national priorities. I also had the privilege of providing pro bono advisory services during the bank's accreditation process, which successfully positioned EcoBank as Ghana's first GCF direct access entity in Ghana. Moreover, I was pleased to recommend and facilitate the participation of civil society organizations in the EcoBank's maiden Sustainability Week celebration in March 2024, as alluded by the lady who is leading us. An event that reflects EcoBank's openness to inclusive dialogue and reinforce the critical role of CSOs in climate governance and policy influence. I wish to commend EcoBank Ghana for the deliberate inclusion of community voices and local contexts in this journey. Looking ahead, Hathor Foundation and our civil society partners remain committed to supporting the rollout of ASAP in collaboration with EcoBank Ghana, the Energy Commission, and the Ministry of Finance and other stakeholders. Together, we must ensure that this becomes a replicable model that not only contributes to our NDCs and the Renewable Energy Master Plan, but also accelerate progress towards universal energy access by 2030. Let me conclude by saying this. The climate crisis demands more than policy. It demands partnerships, leadership, and sustained commitment. ASAP represents all these three. I encourage all stakeholders, government, private sector, civil society, and communities to rally behind this landmark initiative and ensure its success across Ghana and beyond. Let me take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Finance for giving Hathor Foundation the opportunity to implement the first ever readiness approved by the GCF on the continent of Africa. We also want to encourage EcoBank that we have finalized our work with the GCF. We have finished our concept note. We are preparing a project proposal that is looking at agriculture and energy. So we'll be coming back to EcoBank so that we will use you as a direct access to the Green Climate Fund. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Fellow distinguished guests, MD of EcoBank, friends hearing guided, all protocols observed. GESAL wants to associate ourselves with this launch, and we are pleased to be here to congratulate EcoBank for this hallmark chalked for ASAP. We are here to say that as GESAL and agricultural-based company, energy is key in all the activities of the agri value chain, right from land preparation, pesticide application, harvesting, and everything we do in agriculture. Energy is key. And therefore, it is key to have a sustainable, affordable, and accessible energy for these activities. Let me give an example. If a farmer going to do rice production in a small village, going to do his practices, he will require tractors and implements, machineries to do the work. As these activities are being undertaken, the use of fuel emits a lot of methane, nitrous oxide, and carbon dioxide into the air. We want to feed ourselves, and we want to commercialize agriculture. But as we do this, we are caught up in the web of not polluting the air and causing more havoc to our environment. And therefore, we think that EcoBank going green is the right direction to go. So can we clap for ourselves? Recently, we have financed or supported an agribusiness that processes rubber. And if I tell you the cost of energy per month of this business, you will not be happy. Therefore, this business is trying to add solar to what they are doing so that they will have undisrupted and affordable or low-cost, energy costs for their operation. Across Ghana's agricultural value chain, access to clean, stable, and affordable energy is essential for growth and long-term resilience. However, while the benefit of solar is clear, many agribusinesses suffer to obtain or to access energy for their operations. Yet, despite the clear benefits, our businesses are unable to afford energy for their operations because of high upfront investment costs, limited access to financing, and technical gaps that most of our farmers and even the energy suppliers do not have to give to our businesses. That is why ASAP is so timely and important. By providing concessional financing and capacity building, the program opens up new opportunities for agribusinesses to adopt solar energy in a way that is both sustainable and financially feasible. At GASA, we are fully aligned with this direction. I want to see you clapping here. We are fully aligned because we are supporting agribusinesses, and we know the challenges these agribusinesses have in terms of energy costs. So for us to have concessional financing for energy, we are happy to hear that. We are committed to supporting this policy and this program to make clean energy affordable to our businesses, especially those that are ready to grow but are held back by unreliable and unsustainable energy sources. We look forward to working closely with EcoBank Ghana, the Green Climate Fund, and other stakeholders to ensure that Ghana's energy transition includes and empowers the agri sector, not only to increase productivity, but also to protect our environment and secure long-term resilience. Thank you very much.
This is when I say let's clap for him, because he will ask us to clap if we don't. Thank you. Yes. Say no to methane, say no to nitrous oxide, because the earth is not our dustbin. And we say go solar, go green with EcoBank. Apply for your ASAP loan ASAP. Yes. Apply for your ASAP loan ASAP, as soon as possible. Because yes, the sun is free, the solar panels are not free, but now with the ASAP loan, they are very much affordable. So our roofs, they can earn their keep. So don't forget, if you come for the ASAP loan, everybody, EcoBank customers, non-customers, you can apply. Once you qualify, you are enjoying 15% interest. Now that is very low. Shall we please clap? Thank you. And if you are an Elevate customer, you enjoy 14%. That's magical for the Elevate businesses. And if you are wondering what is Elevate, Elevate by EcoBank is our proposition for women-led and women-owned businesses. So owned, led, focused. So if you have a business that you have over 30% of the management being women, that's an Elevate business. If the business have 50% or more of its employees being women, that's Elevate. If the business is producing goods and services for women, that's an Elevate business. So you may be here and your business is an Elevate business, so 14% for you. So please do not wait. Come for an ASAP loan ASAP and let your roof earn its keep. So how much are we giving, by the way? So for the residential, so the personal loans, for my home, for your home, 14 years. In fact, I was just calculating, I said, even my daughter and my sons, they can quickly get a loan before this loan, the 10-year expires, because 14 years they will be working. So 7 years, we'll give it out. So if you take a loan, the tenure of 7 years, and for the personal loans, you can take as much as 200,000 Ghana cedis to get your panels. 7 years, 200,000. For the businesses, up to 10 million Ghana cedis. Hey. The money is big, oh! You are not clapping. 10 million Ghana cedis, and you take a loan, and it's for 7 years. But this ASA program is on for 14 years. So that long time is enough time for me to apply and get my roof to be earning its keep. And my son and my daughter, they'll also be working by then. They'll also come in and apply and get the loan for 7 years. Thank you so much. I said earlier that EcoBank, we don't just talk sustainability. We live it and we walk it. So let me show you how. Technical team.
Renewable energy is at the forefront of our global transition towards sustainability. For us at EcoBank, we think that sustainable banking is key for us in line with our strategy.
My name is Postino Dugle, CEO of Tino Solutions Limited. We are generally focused in solar energy provision for customers in Ghana and neighboring West African countries. We started off as a company in this IT services space and transitioned into a full-fledged renewable energy company when there was a strong business case to provide sustainable power, sustainable energy for businesses, for residentials, for commercial operations to drive profitability and also ensure a green world for generations yet unborn. We have done quite a lot in our 18 years in business. In our last check, we have distributed and installed well over 20 megawatts of solar energy across our market and neighboring countries. We have been involved in off-grid and, of course, hybrid applications. Off-grid for mostly residential customers and, in some cases, businesses to be able to have some energy independence. We do have some really very proud projects. One of them including Ripples, a beach lodge in Winneba. This is 100% off-grid. In fact, they've been running for the last 6 years, 100% dependent on solar energy, and so far, so very good for them. We have other commercial projects we have executed, including EcoBank Ghana. We actually have several of our installations across EcoBank. EcoBank started this drive way back into 2018, 2019.
The first proof of concept was done on 2017, and that was our Roman Ridge branch. In fact, for that one, the model was different. It was a full scale, and so it was with batteries. Subsequently, from 2018, where we went full scale, that one was only for normal grid system.
We look at sustainability and our support for the green transition in a number of ways. First of all, we set the right example. EcoBank today is an accredited entity with a Green Climate Fund. Our head office building here in Ghana has the coveted EDGE certification.
Within EcoBank itself, we also had a Green Ideas Challenge, and we encourage staff to write, papers to bring up ideas on how we can be sustainable, and keep a great environment. And it was really exciting, and we had people participating, with one lady emerging as a leader.
The major challenge is with finance. A lot of people you speak to have concept that solar is expensive, and so financing has become a major hindrance, even though there's a big demand out there. I would call it a challenge, but thanks to EcoBank for the innovation to bridge this gap of finance by providing flexible facilities that allows customers to own solar plants without the limitation factor of capital or funding to be able to, have solar installed for their facilities.
For us at EcoBank, we believe that the future of banking, the future of our world, includes being even more sustainable in all our practices.
This is why we have invested in understanding the unique needs of renewable energy projects and its benefits. Our commitment is to sustainable banking, and this has allowed us to navigate the changing landscape, making it a trusted partner for businesses looking to invest in renewable energy.
Collaborating with EcoBank is of great help. Otherwise, projects that wouldn't have been possible to achieve because obviously the financing from these customers was just not available. And so it's a perfect opportunity for everybody to feel part of this new revolution of energy transition, which is coming with a very strong force. Globally, it's not just Ghana alone that is looking to adopt this new energy transition. The advanced economies are adopting it. It's time developing economies also, tap into this advantage of saving costs of electricity and also ensuring a clean future for our unborn children. Tino Solutions, we are not just talking, we are not just preaching, but we're actually living and walking our talk. Our entire office facility is powered by solar 100%.
EcoBank has been accredited to the Green Climate Fund since July 2019. And because of that, we are able to, relate with other entities such as government agencies, NGOs, institutions that are doing environmental projects. And it gives us an edge, more or less, to be able to deal, and speak about sustainability.
EcoBank is uniquely positioned to achieve this. So we encourage you to come with us on this remarkable journey. Please join us as we work together to contribute, lead the way towards a greener, brighter future.
Please join us. So one join here and another wala. So them no can. Please join us and be a part of the ASAP program. Apply for your loan today. ASAP is here. And so we're encouraging all to apply for a loan today. At this point, we've gotten to the official launch of ASAP. So I'll kindly ask the reps from all our key stakeholder associations and the ministries to please come up. Abna to please join us. And our board members to please join us as well. Thank you. Yes, please, from the Finance Ministry, Energy Commission. Please come up this way. Thank you. And the stairs are here if you would like to use it. Thank you. So, we have a video. Can we dim the lights? We have a video, and then when we are done, ASAP will be ready. Please just give me a minute. Just when I decided to launch, my video doesn't want me to sustain the time. Just a minute. Aki, just a minute. Can you just... Okay, so the video is there, it's just refusing to play. And so I would like to give Abna the mic to talk, and then I'll let you sit down. We'll play the video anyway. I don't think that I want to keep you standing all this while. Thank you. Apologies.
Let me add my voice to apologize. Apologies. This is not what we're expecting. But on behalf of EcoBank Ghana and all our partners, we declare ASAP officially launched. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Please take your seats. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So ASAP is officially launched. And as I said, it means that you can walk to any of our branches, put in an application for an ASAP loan. For homes, you can take as much as 200,000 Ghana cedis. For businesses, from micro to medium scale businesses, you can take as much as 10 million Ghana cedis. And you have 7 years to pay at 15% interest rate. If you elevate, it's 14%. This is what we've been talking about. And yes, EcoBank is green because we are Green Climate Fund accredited, and we are the only bank in Ghana and Sub-Saharan Africa to get this accreditation. Please, let's do it better for EcoBank. Thank you so much for coming this morning. It's been a pleasure doing this, and we'll give ourselves a minute for video to come up. We want you to see what we have for you, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you.
The sun, endless, relentless, pure, unstoppable power. Not just heat, hope. A daily reminder that we already have the energy we need, right above us. But in the face of climate change and energy instability, Ghana's brightest resource has been out of reach for many. Why? Because clean energy has always felt expensive, complicated, out of bounds. Not anymore. EcoBank Ghana, with the Green Climate Fund, is rewriting the rules. This is the Accelerating Solar Action Program, ASAP. EcoBank is the first commercial bank in Ghana and Sub-Saharan Africa accredited by the Green Climate Fund and is the only GCF direct access entity. Affordable, accessible, tailored for you. Low-interest loans, custom plans for businesses and households alike. From family homes to growing MSMEs, ASAP removes the excuses and unlocks the future. Because when we remove the cleaner, smarter, brighter, let's do it together with ASAP and EcoBank.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. We appreciate you being here. Ladies and gentlemen, as the sun sets today, remember our understanding and commitment to solar energy, that truly today we have risen above all the challenges, and we have declared that the solar panels are affordable and you and I can have solar in our homes. I want to extend our deepest gratitude to everyone and for our key stakeholders for your invaluable presence and engagement. To our distinguished guests, our board members, our executive team, our customers, our online audience, we thank you for being here and we truly appreciate you. Thank you for illuminating the day and for ensuring that our path is lit this morning. We spent today exploring the immense potential of solar energy, moving beyond just the technology to ensure that its adoption right here in Ghana is possible. And it is brought to you by none other but EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. We've had powerful insights into why ASAP, the testimonials, and critically, we've shown a bright light on the affordable financing options that we have available for you, making solar more accessible than it has ever been before. Remember, harnessing the power for your home or business is no longer in a distant dream, but a tangible reality. The future of energy in Ghana, and indeed globally, is undeniably bright and is largely powered by the sun. So let's not just envision a cleaner, more sustainable, and economically vibrant future. Let's actively build it and be part of this. Starting today, ensure that your roofs are earning their keep. Each solar panel installed, each home or business powered by clean energy contributes to our collective legacy as we illuminate Ghana and ensure that Ghana is clean and is green. Thank you once again for being here this morning. We appreciate your presence. Thank you, our online audience, for joining us and do a bit of photography so that we can keep this and forever remember 14 years after when we come to evaluate the program, we know that we're all here some, isn't it? Thank you. So may I kindly ask the gentlemen and ladies that came to do the launch, please come upstage, let's take a picture, and then we'll be done. You took a picture while we're here? So we are okay. All right. Thank you. Then please. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the day. By the way, please, the exhibition is downstairs, please. Please don't leave without going through the exhibition. Our exhibitors are there, and then you can also grab